Hi, let's take a look at how to do a daily listening check using the Ling 6 sounds with a baby or toddler. For babies and toddlers, this is really a task that we're introducing, and so this is going to take time and practice, but in the end it will be worthwhile because for a child with hearing loss, this is something that we use for a very long time. We use it for two reasons. One, we use it to see if their hearing aids are working and if they're working consistently day to day. And two, we use it to make sure their hearing is stable and not changing over time. So the Ling 6 sounds are these 6 sounds: ah, e, s, m, sh, and oo. And we use those sounds because those sounds all have energy at the different pitches or frequencies of speech that are important to hear so that you can hear all the sounds of speech and language and become a good communicator in the future. So what we do, what we're trying to get the child to do is learn for an adult to say one of those sounds and for the child to be able to repeat back or point to the correct sound that they heard. And knowing with the baby or toddler that will take a while, but it's a goal that we work on now so that we get there sooner rather than later. Typically for a baby or toddler, they're not going to say it back and it's not going to be fun to point to the picture. So instead, we often introduce manipulatives to use that each would represent those sounds. So at the dollar store, I can often find toy airplanes and little mice, snakes. Ice cream cones are often in the party section. A baby doll can represent the sh sound. A ghost can be made, if you can't find one, they're harder to find. I have made ghosts using a lollipop, and then if you just tie a Kleenex or a small washcloth maybe around the lollipop and put some eyes on it, then you've made your own ghost. So you usually, through the dollar store and the craft store and a little creativity, can come up with some manipulatives to represent each of these. So what you want to do to introduce it is to say these sounds and start to associate the sounds with the object. So for an airplane, I would say ah. For the mouse, I might say ee, 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 ee. And for a snake, and then we're going to just keep saying them and associating it with the object until the toddler starts to understand that this sound is meant to go with this object for this game. Once the child starts to be able to do that, then I can use either a screen or a thin piece of paper to hide my mouth and make it a fun game where I go, okay, ready, I'm gonna pick one, you tell me which one I pick. Here we go, shh. And then hopefully the toddler will pick the manipulative that goes with that sound. And once we get into routine, that is just a great way to know what sounds your baby is hearing and what adjustments maybe need to be made to the hearing aid, or if your child needs to go back in to see the audiologist to see if adjustments need to be made to the hearing aid based on where their hearing is at that time. Thanks so much.